The babysitter called me at 2 a.m. saying she needed to talk about something she found in my daughter's room. My heart was pounding as I rushed over. Jamie had been watching Emma for 3 years, never once called this late. When I got there, she was sitting on my couch looking pale as a ghost, holding something behind her back. "I found this under Emma's bed," she said, pulling out a notebook. I was looking for her stuffed rabbit and it fell out. I opened it, expecting drawings or homework. Instead, I found page after page of detailed notes about our family routine. When Dad leaves for work, when Mom gets home, what time we eat dinner, where we keep spare keys, even which neighbors have dogs that bark. My blood ran cold. Emma was only 8. Why would she write this? "There's more," Jamie whispered, showing me photos on her phone. "Look what I found taped under her desk." It was a hand-drawn map of our house, every room labeled, exit routes marked in red. Even the basement layout was perfectly drawn. I ran upstairs to Emma's room. She was fast asleep, looking innocent as always. But when I checked under her desk, I found more papers. Lists of our friends' addresses, notes about when our neighbors go on vacation, even details about the mailman's schedule. The scariest part was a page titled Important People. It had our extended family members listed with their work schedules, where they lived, even what cars they drove. Information an 8-year-old shouldn't know or care about. I went back downstairs where Jamie was pacing nervously. "Should we call the police?" she asked. "Let me talk to her first," I said, though my hands were shaking. The next morning, I sat Emma down at breakfast. "Honey, I found your notebook. Can you tell me about it?" Emma's face went bright red. She started crying immediately. "I'm sorry, Mommy. I wasn't supposed to tell anyone." "Tell anyone what?" "About the game," she sobbed. "Grandpa Joe taught me. He said if I could remember everything about everyone, he would give me a prize. My father-in-law, my ex-husband's dad, who I'd always felt was too controlling but could never put my finger on why." "What kind of game, sweetheart?" "He calls it Detective Emma. He asked me questions about you and Daddy and everyone, like what time you leave for work, or where you hide the emergency money, or when Jamie comes over. If I get them right, he gives me candy." I felt sick. "How long have you been playing this game?" "Since Christmas. He said it was our special secret, and if I told you, the game would be ruined." I immediately called my ex-husband. "We need to talk about your father, now." When I explained what I'd found, there was silence on the other end. Then he said quietly, "He's been asking me weird questions too, about your schedule, your job, even about your boyfriend." We met that afternoon while Emma was at school. I showed him everything, the notebooks, the maps, the lists. His face went white. "This isn't normal grandparent behavior," I said. "This is surveillance." He nodded slowly. "Last month he asked me if you'd changed the locks, and whether you still keep cash in the kitchen drawer." I thought he was just making conversation. We decided to confront his father together. When we showed up at his house, Grandpa Joe immediately became defensive. "It's just a memory game. Kids need to be observant." "Observant of what?" my ex demanded. "Why does an 8-year-old need to know when her mother comes home from work or where we keep spare keys?" "You're being paranoid," he snapped. But when we threatened to involve the police, he finally admitted the truth. He'd been planning to sue for grandparents' rights. He wanted detailed information about our routines to prove we were unfit parents who left Emma with babysitters too often or didn't supervise her properly. The maps and schedules were for his lawyer. He was building a case to get custody by documenting every time we weren't home, every time Jamie watched her instead of us. "I love that little girl," he said. "She deserves better than being raised by a broken home." My ex stood up, furious. "Get out. You're never seeing Emma again. Ever." We left immediately. On the drive home, I couldn't stop shaking. An 8-year-old had been turned into a spy in her own home by someone she trusted. That night, I sat Emma down and explained that the detective game was wrong, that adults shouldn't ask children to keep secrets about their families, that Grandpa Joe had made a mistake and wouldn't be coming around anymore. She cried because she thought she'd done something wrong. It broke my heart. Jamie still babysits for us, but now we have new locks, new hiding spots for important things, and Emma knows that no adult should ever ask her to gather information about our family.